guys here to the second game of our doubleheader tonight. We have got the Evergreen Plainsmen coming to play the Heritage T-Wolves here. This here in McKenzie Stadium. This is Rodney Lawrence. We're at VPS Sports, and I am with Kyle Bleetke. Yeah, I was close. I'm going to mess it up. You guys helped me out tonight. Definitely appreciate it. We had a great time in the earlier games. And we want to welcome you guys here tonight to Friday Night Football, the second of our doubleheader. Just to remind everybody, if they're in the local area, please let everybody share that we're going to be on channel 28 or HD version 328. And if they're out of the immediate area and they want to enjoy a little high school football here from Clark County, they can go to YouTube, the Evergreen School District channel, and click on the Friday Night Football game, and we'll be able to enjoy the game from that side as well. So we want to thank everybody, and we're ready to kick this game off as this is a non-league game. Evergreen is a 3A. Heritage is a 4A. So this is just for bragging rights in the area here. These teams about 2-3 miles away from each other, so everybody knows each other. So this just gives you bragging rights around town. So sit back, enjoy the game. We're hoping for a nice competitive football game, and it's going to be fun.
It looks like Evergreen, typically the home stadium in their, or the home team in their own stadium in their back.
In the backyard, yeah, we're the visitors tonight.
Yeah.
Evergreen, everybody wearing the pinks, all the players with pink socks, coaches pink tops out there, and a pink out, if you will, over there in the stands here for breast cancer awareness.
And Evergreen to kick to Heritage to start off the first half here.
And we have a kickoff, and that is going to be driven into the end zone, so Heritage will take their first play from scrimmage here tonight from the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Heritage quarterback tonight is number 5, Mike Houston. Houston is a senior for the T-Wolves. They will start the game. Traditional spread formation. They're going to line up in a trips formation down here to the bottom of the screen.
This is something we did not see a ton of last game either. We saw a lot of ground and pound here.
Yeah, we sure did. The ball's first handoff there to the running back. Coming from the far side of the quarterback, that's going to be Buckham, number 3. That is Evan Buckham. Or Buckman, I'm sorry, I called him Buckman. So Buckman, the running back, Houston, the quarterback, both of them in the backfield, trips at the bottom. He's going to roll and get a pass out. That is going to be corralled. Looks like they're not going to say it's catching. Bounce to him. Intended receiver there was Milnick. Vitaly Milnick, number 2. Tried to round that one in. Not going to work out for him.
Early 3rd down for Heritage here.
Quarterback again drops back. Looks to try to get that off the far side. He's going to take off and run. Able to get outside. Going to run out of bounds right at about the 25-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. Drops back. Looks over to that side for a receiver. Not able to find one. Missed tackle by the up corner, but he is going to get chased out of bounds right at about the 25. It'll bring up 4th down. And a punting situation for the T-Wolves.
And Heritage still down. There we go. Now we've got everybody out there.
Somebody out there on the chase. I got just enough people out here now. And here we go. He's able to get this one off. Not a bad punt. It's going to get fielded right at about the 42. That is McCord. McCord, very quick and very good at running back punts, is going to get into the territory of the T-Wolves. He'll go down at the 30-yard line, and the Evergreen Plainsmen will take over from there.
4 now from Heritage. This is going to put Evergreen in Heritage territory.
And there is McCord. Real good. Nice how he kind of cuts that backup field to get the extra yards. Starting quarterback tonight is going to be Khalil Osbin, number 15. Khalil, also a senior. Running back for Evergreen is going to be Mark Williams, number 10. Osbin looks for, has a man on the corner. Is going to go deep with him. McCord, the intended receiver, not able to bring that one in. Osbin airs that one out a little too far, and that's going to bring up second down and 10.
Yeah,
Over the
Evergreen,
30-yard line.
Evergreen testing that Heritage secondary right off the bat here.
Yeah, they sure are. They sure are. Williams now switched over to the other side. Osmond in the shotgun. He's going to hand this one off. Osmond will take it, gets the edge, gets upfield, down across the 20, down to the 15-yard line before he is run out of bounds. Nice, strong downfield run for the running back there as he gets enough for the first down, and that's going to move the chains. Osmond rode him for a while. Go on and let him keep it.
Oh, my.
And he is just running people down over there. They did get the first down just outside the 10, so they can get the first down without the touchdown on this one. This time the quarterback decides to keep it. Good job as he reads that D end, and he is going to get in for the touchdown. And in 3 plays, 10:39 on the clock. Evergreen on the scoreboard already. Khalil Osbin. Great read play on that as he rides the running back and watches that in, pulls it just in time to get upfield. Osmond, 6'2", 225 pounds, so he is not going to be an easy guy to bring down once he gets started heading downfield there.
Yeah, it looked like there was a handful of people that got hands on him, but just couldn't bring him down.
Yeah, couldn't wrap him up. We have got the try for the extra point, and that's going to be good.
Well, both teams with 3 offensive snaps here. 7 points for Evergreen, 0 for Heritage. Get another good look at
look at the touchdown. And you just watch him read that in. Great job as he reads them. Makes it almost impossible for that DN to make the right decision.
Sure. So patient out there, too.
Sure was.
Well, less than 90 seconds in, Evergreen with a 7-0 lead.
All right, Evergreen kicking team out there on the field. Heritage 2 deep, standing right at about the 5.
And the Heritage crowd showing out tonight, too. It's pretty raucous out there.
Yeah,
it's
they
loud.
sure are. They sure are. And we're off with another kick that will be fielded right at the 1 this time, so that'll definitely be in play. Trying to find some space right there up the middle. He'll get it down across the 20-yard line.
Fairly good return for grabbing that on the 1-yard line. 22.
So Mike Houston now comes back on the field to for the team. They huddle, muddle, if you will, not quite a huddle. They break formation, trips down here at the bottom. That was a stacked formation. That ball is going to get snapped wrong, bounced off the running back's shoulder. They were able to recover it, but they lost big yards on that first play from scrimmage. That'll push them back behind the 20-yard line to the 18 and bring up second down. So if you guys are wondering, down and distance is not showing on our banner at the bottom. We get that information from the clock actually on the field, and the booth here beside us is not running that right now, so that's going to stay empty. So we'll try to keep you guys up on down and distance as much as we possibly can. There's a big run from their running back.
Looked like that was number 3 for Heritage.
It was.
Good replay here.
And that is going to be Buckman. Does a good job running, just keeping his feet moving. Plenty to move the chains. And it's 1st and 10. Simon, the quarterback's going to fake, trying to get to the outside. He is not going to be able to, as that outside corner does a great job of locking down that edge and not letting him get on the outside. Going to lose 2 yards on that play. That'll bring up 2nd and 12. All right, the T-Wolves line up in a bunched trips formation down here at the bottom. They're going to hand that ball off again to their running back, Buckman. Looks like Buckman is going to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 10 here for Heritage.
Quarterback's going to drop back, makes the pass to the receiver right there in the middle. He's going to make it down to the 40-yard line before he is stopped, and that is going to be Melvin, number 22. Kind of just releases off the line, turns in some soft spots. Luke Melvin's going to pick up, about 6 yards on that, bring out 4th and 6. Heritage is going to go ahead and punt this one away. So their second series of this quarter, and they have been unable to sustain a drive longer than 2 series here, and they're going to punt this one away.
Floating snap there. Evergreen able to get under it.
And that's McCord back under this one again. And this time they were able to hold on to him and not let him get away, but he does get back to the 42-yard line before he's taken down. So decent field position as Evergreen takes it.
Sorry, so difficult to bring down too. He's just carrying players out there.
McCord, 175 pounds, but I tell you what, he's fast and he runs hard downhill. And once he gets in open space, he's a hard person to catch. Osmond, the quarterback, brings one in motion. We are going to have a fly screen here. Finds the edge, gets down across the 40, finds the sidelines, tight ropes it, but it looks like he is going to step out of bounds at around the 29-yard line. So Jonathan Landry unable to take it to the house because he one toe out of bounds there, but nice job there as he gets around the corner. Good block picked up downfield. And here's his tightrope act.
Yeah, maybe his pinky toe.
Yeah, oh, that was close.
We spent all last
better eyes than us on that one because looks like he might have still been in.
We spent all last game just talking about how football's a game of inches, and again, there, Exhibit A right there.
There you go. There you go.
Evergreen nearly 4 points, or 4 plays in, 14 points on the board.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big gain, puts them around the 31.
Trip receivers to the far side. Drops back. Kind of bang defense there. Got there right at the same time the ball did, so good defense there by Heritage. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Yeah, he did. Good job. Got there right at the same time. Anthony Lambert, the intended receiver, not able to bring that one in. Contact got there the same time the ball did. Second down and 10, new running back in the game. That is Shondez Grant, number 5. He's going to take this one. Shondez finds the outside. Just speed as he gets to the corner. And he'll get run out of bounds right there inside the 15-yard line. That'll move the chains. 1st down and 10.
You know, a couple incompletions to start off the night for the Evergreen quarterback, but you can tell too those were both close. He's going to start finding some completions here any minute.
Yeah, he sure is. So we're going to see Evergreen tonight running 2 different running backs here. Number 5, Shondez Grant, and number 10, Mark Williams Jr. 2 totally different running backs, if you guys haven't already noticed, in between the last 2 series. Both these guys difficult to stop in their own right. Arthur Band checks into the game. 6'5", 195 tight end, junior for the Evergreen Plainsmen. He lines up out there on the numbers. They have been known to throw to him and let him go up and get it, but they're going to give this one to Grant. And Grant's going to take that ball down inside the 5-yard line. Down to looks like about the 4 on the start. We'll see how that one, it just kind of gives it to him right away. Nice little jab step for Shondez. And just a guy who just will not go down. Osmond gives it to Shondez again. Shondez looks to go right up the middle. He's going to keep driving. He'll get down to about the 1-yard line with forward momentum. So that will give them another set of downs as they come up with 1st down and goal. Shondez tucks right in behind his blocker there, number 50. Continues to do some pushing out there.
Good stop at the goal line from Heritage.
This time a quick pitch out to Shondez. Good job there for the Heritage defense as they don't let Shondez find the pay dirt on that one as they stop him right there in front of the goal. Nice job there by the end. Evergreen once again, this time, and we still haven't seen it, so another great defensive stand there by Heritage. And that's going to bring up the 3rd down. And they're going to change running backs, and they're going to bring out number 10, the big 215, Mark Williams Jr. Jonathan Landry also there, 2 running backs in the back. We'll give this to the big man, and he gets in there untouched as Evergreen is on the board again with 4:08 left to play in the first quarter. Evergreen up 13-0 right now.
And the third one from the 1 yard mark is the answer.
And yeah, he doesn't even get stopped. Great pancake block there by big number 50 for Evergreen. And that is going to be Fox Crater. He's listed at 6'6", 275, only a junior. Big man on campus, pushing people around out there on the field. And we are good. So Evergreen goes up 2 scores, 14-0.
Looks like a different kicker there for Evergreen, number 80.
Yeah, it sure was. Yeah, that was a different kicker this time.
.408 left in the first quarter. Evergreen leads 14-0.
Good shot there, the band conductor for Heritage. All right, the Evergreen kickoff team takes the field. Heritage having a very slow start this year. Trying to put together a solid 4 quarters to come away with a win is something that's eluded them, I do believe, since the beginning of the season. They're coming up against a formidable opponent with Evergreen, and they do have, they'll have to be careful out here and really play their best football and try to keep Evergreen's offense off the field.
Sure.
is what's going to happen. I mean, we've kind of seen how quick they can put points on the board when they're on the field. So.
Yeah, and you were saying Evergreen defeated Mountain View by 1 point earlier in the season. Mountain View looked very strong in our last game, despite falling to Kelso by 2.
Yeah. This one will get fielded, and they'll get it back across the 20-yard line. Okay, so Mike Hudson breaks the huddle. Buckman lined up off the side of him. They're going to hand it to Buckman. Buckman's going to go nowhere as he gets wrapped up deep in the backfield for a loss.
Get a good look at this tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah, Evergreen knew exactly what was coming there.
Sure did. Makai Miller for the Plainsmen. Back there in the backfield to make that stop. It's going to bring up 2nd and 12. Quarterback decides to keep this one, tries to get back up through the middle. He'll get 2 out of that. So that'll get him back to the original line of scrimmage. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Slot formation on either side. Houston drops back. Throws it to the outside quick. Corner there to rally up and make that tackle. Melnick, the receiver of that catch, but he lost yards on it, so that they'll lose 4 from the original line of scrimmage. So that'll bring up 4th down and 14, and that will bring the punt team back onto the field. Punt returners lining up right about midfield. So Unless this gets over their head, Evergreen will get the ball in some decent field position.
Yeah, and this is going to be Heritage's third punt of the first quarter here.
Yeah. They still having some issues trying to get the right people on the field here.
Pretty good punt.
Pushes him all the way back. And Landry is going to pick it up right at about the 19-yard line before he takes off. But he is in a space now to where he is going to get back to midfield. After having to chase that all the way back down inside the 19-yard line, inside the 20-yard line, he gets it all the way back to midfield with a great run.
Yeah, some solid showings from the punt returners for Evergreen here. Here's another good replay.
Sure. Has to chase this one all the way out and just use the speed. Picks up a good block right there just off camera. Real close to getting a penalty thrown on that one, but he did see the block coming, so that helps out. Power formation for the Evergreen Plainsmen. There's snap's going to get over his head. Osmond's just going to go down and protect this one, as they're going to lose yards all the way back to the 30-yard line.
Looking at a 2nd and 30 here.
Yeah, just right over his head.
Smart play from the quarterback, though.
Yeah.
Don't get too creative in those situations. Just go down and make up for it right here.
This kid can throw the ball 70 yards anyway, so, live to fight another day.
Mm-hmm.
Another high snap. He's able to round this one in. Oh! Jonathan Landry trying to make the catch. Not able to bring that one in as he takes a pop by Melnick as he tries to bring that one in.
Another good defensive play there from Heritage. Here's a replay.
Right there in his face, just enough time.
Another high snap, something to keep an eye on if you're Evergreen here.
Yeah, sure was. Center needs to keep his backside down so that ball doesn't get away from him.
Yeah, there it is again.
Once again. And this time it almost got away from him. Landry trying to get that out. So 3 essentially bad snaps there. And Evergreen is now having to punt instead of back there on the other end of the field. So they get the ball originally at the original line of scrimmage being the 50. And they're ended up having to punt from the 14-yard line. Not sure if that's a new center they have out there tonight because they've never really had that problem before. So and it looks like we're going to get a timeout call.
And we're at
Heritage's going to call their first timeout of this first half.
4th and 47 here. Not something you see every game.
Not at all. Not at all. Hope the center's over there practicing on the snaps. Generally, when they get away from you like that, he's not sitting into that snap, right? And so when he snaps, I watched that last one. I just happened to be paying attention to him, and when he snapped, his backside shot straight up in the air, and that's that kind of just launches the football. You got to stay in that squat and keep that ball down.
Yeah, 3 times in a row, too.
Yeah,
hopefully it's an easy fix. We'll have to keep an eye on that center, though.
Osmond's listed at 6'2", but, you can't keep reaching them.
No, Osmond stacked on top of Osmond might not have been able to get a couple of those.
Exactly.
First 4 and out here for Evergreen.
Jaden Crace, number 2, The punter tonight also is the quarterback, but not the starting quarterback tonight. Trace with the rugby-style kick, and it looks like that ball is going to roll out of bounds right around midfield. We'll see where they mark it.
This is going to be Heritage, their first time inside Evergreen territory, or near the 50.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to put it right on midfield. So first and 10 from there. So a good start for them, the best start so far tonight. So we'll see what if they'll be able to take advantage of this short field and put some points on the board. Looks like they're going to get a quick timeout here.
Evergreen's first of the half. Still got a couple left.
Defensive coaches want to make sure everybody's on the page here. All right, both teams at the ball, ready to go here. Trips at the bottom of the screen. Houston takes the snap, drops back, tries to get this out to the outside. Trying to get that to his most outside receiver. That's going to be Dylan Alexander. Dylan would need to climb a ladder to go get that one, and it'll bring up second down and 10.
Yeah, you have to wonder if he went to the Evergreen Center School of Teaching on that on that throw.
Buckman now lines up on the far side. He's going to take this one right up the middle. He finds room as he gets down, gets to level 2 right away, gets down across the 40.
Now we can say Heritage is in Evergreen territory
yes,
for the
we
first
sure
time
can.
all night.
Nice 11-yard run there by Buckman. And a good job. Just gets right in there. Not anywhere to go that time as they lose a couple on that, and they'll bring up second and 12. And that's going to run the first quarter out here as Evergreen's on top 14-0 over the T-Wolves right now. Evergreen with all the momentum. The T-Wolves have found themselves in the Evergreen territory with a couple of good plays. So just the highlights here from the first quarter of the game, and there's that first big touchdown by the big quarterback, Khalil Osmond.
That was the third play of the game.
Himself in there to put the first 6 points on the game. And the big running back, 215, Mark Williams Jr., goes in untouched. And there we have the 14-0 score here as we start up the second quarter. Waiting for everything to get started. Officially starts the game. Here as we get ready to start up quarter 2. There goes the whistle. Hudson takes the snap. He's going to hand that one off to Buckman. Buckman's going to get wrapped up right away before he makes it to the line of scrimmage. He will lose 2 on that and bring up 2nd down. Take that back. He lost 3 on that one. Sorry, 3rd down now. So we got a 3rd and long situation.
Yeah, Evergreen. Yep, there he goes. Knocking out some push-ups here. He immediately
knows exactly what he has to do, right?
Coach, my bad.
Yeah,
let's
exactly.
move on.
That's exactly what that was. I'm going to do mine, and I don't want to do them on Monday. We'll get them out the way right now. That will still bring up 3rd and long situation. Looks like about 3rd and 8 here. They need to get to the other side of the 30 for the 1st down. Hard count, not getting anybody this time. Houston takes the snap, drops back. He's going to get chased out of the pocket. And he will get right to the 30. It's going to definitely depend on the spot, and it is going to bring up 4th down as he runs out of bounds on the upfield side of the 30-yard line. So it's going to bring up, about 4th down and inches on this, less than a yard for the 1st down. Heritage is going to keep the offense on the field. Hard count doesn't pull anybody. We'll see what they decide they want to do. And here we go at the snap. This time the field opens up for him. And Buckman able to do way more than that 1 inch or so and gets down across the 20-yard line.
Yeah, going for it in that situation pays off for the Timberwolves.
It sure does. And here's the replay. Nice blocking up front. He is going to find all the soft spots in that defense.
Yeah, he didn't even face any contact until about 4 or 5 yards into that run.
That's right. He sure didn't. Caden Garcia there to make the stop. Ball spotted inside the 15-yard line, 1st down and 10. Going to hand this one off once again. Buckman now down right on the 5-yard line.
Let's take a look at the first contact here. God, that's 6 or 7 yards in. That's
good push. You've got safeties and corners making tackles, which means the line is doing a pretty good job. There they go again. They're going to give him the ball again. This time, not near as much room as he had in the past. But it will be enough for a 1st down. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 4-yard line. T-Wolves with a new set of downs and 4 yards to go.
Buckman up to 45 yards on the ground. How many push-ups?
Yeah, nobody's letting see. They didn't drop and give him this time, but that is going to bring the ball half the distance to the goal line as they are already on the 4.
They may be. Are they wondering if this is going against Heritage?
Oh, and Heritage is going to get this foul, so this is going to back them up just inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal from it looks like it's going to be the 9. We'll see here. That is the case.
Yeah, nobody on Evergreen was flinching and giving into the push-up, so it had to be a... First and goal from the 9.
Yeah.
You have to think this is going right back to Buckman.
Yeah. You'd believe so. We're going to get another timeout here so they can figure that out. So they're going to use their second one of the night, one left. So this series, good push by the offensive line for the T-Wolves. Corners and safeties making all the tackles in this series here, which means it's a pretty good push there for the O-line and getting off blocks and getting in front of those linebackers to create some space for Buckman to make some decent runs here. So
absolutely, he's at separate runs of 5, 18, and 9 so far.
Yeah,
this drive, and good another deal. With 11.
So he's got a nice yard per carries average. Let's see if they can keep that up and kind of sustain that. This is the type of stuff that keeps Evergreen's, folks off the field. So Heritage now with 2 backs in the backfield. Buckman still gets this one, and it looks like he might even have lost a yard on this as they looks like they're going to put the ball down on the 10, so it'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 10.
Yeah, Evergreen in first place in the 3A league. This is a non-league game, but it just goes to show you, hey, we still have some stuff to work on. We're in first place, but we're getting pushed around a little bit here.
Yeah, they are. Running back sets up over there on the far side of the quarterback. Quarterback drops back. He's going to get rolls. He's going to rolls, not necessarily flush. Skips that to the receiver right there in front of him. Intended receiver was Sherman, number 28. Mike Houston rolling out, trying to throw that ball on the run. And just kind of bounces it in front of him. That's not an easy pass to try and throw out there like that. But that's going to bring up third and goal from the 10. So you'd like to feel like this is 4-down territory for these guys. As Evergreen playing down a man. Now got 11 on the field. Going to get flushed out of the pocket. He's going to have to go ahead and take this one himself. And he'll get run out of bounds, stopping the clock at 8:01. Take that back. 7:59 is when the clock actually stopped. And we'll go to try to put some points on the board with the field goal kicker. And he gets that one off, and it's going to be good. So Heritage on the board here in the first half with 3. Evergreen 14, Heritage 3. 7:59 left to play in the first half. Yeah. Punched that one nice. That looked like a toe punch. He didn't come in soccer style, did he, like they normally do?
Yeah, little awkward on the landing there. But that would have been good for another from 10 yards out further, it looked like.
Sure would have been. Maybe that's something they can keep in mind, because he definitely had some momentum when he made contact.
And we'll keep an eye on these kick returners here. So far on the punts, they've been outstanding.
All right. Alrighty there. Well, I stand corrected. We've been saying this all game, so this kind of changes everything a little bit. Thanks a lot, James. Appreciate you, buddy. Heritage is also a 3A school, so this is a league game. Appreciate my listeners making sure and keeping me on point there, so I don't say the wrong thing all game, you know. Appreciate you, James. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Well, and it just goes back to what we were talking about earlier, how these teams shuffle around 3A, 4A
exactly.
constantly, and hard to keep track of sometimes.
So a win here for Evergreen pushes them farther out in first place, especially meaning that game, that first game we watched was that much more detrimental for Mountain View. And we have got a big run here as he gets down across midfield, down to the 40. I'll tell you what, Mr. McCord might break one tonight as the way he's running so far.
That's another 40-yard return right there.
Yeah, it sure is.
He had to wait for a little bit there, too.
Picks that up right inside the 15-yard line. Finds space. And just, you're not going to bring him down with a shirt tackle. You're going to have to hit that young man. He might not be super heavy, but he don't go down easy. So now the start of this quarter, first time Evergreen has the ball in this one, and they are back to Jaden Crace as the quarterback, number 2. Landry's going to get the ball on the fly, sweep, gets around the corner, makes it to the 25-yard line before he's taken down. Nice stiff arm there by Landry. Evergreen all season long has played both quarterbacks, and they've been interchangeable all season long. It looks like that's the way they're going to play this season out. Both quarterbacks do a very good job in their game. Nice catch as he's able to snag that one and go down at the 10-yard line. We do have a flag right down there at the 20-yard line. We'll see what's going on with that. Anthony Lamberth there with the quick slant makes the catch. That's going to be against the Plainsmen, and that's going to back them up.
Evergreen on the 29-yard line.
Holding call there, so it looks like still first down. They need to get just inside the 15 to move the chains. Grace decides to keep this with himself, and he didn't fool anybody there on the Heritage defensive line.
Yeah, it's going to be a loss of 2.
Tate Steinbeck, number 75, caught him by the jersey and just didn't let him go anywhere until he got some help. Heritage brings in a new nose tackle for the first time in the game. Big guy down there. Sorry, everybody, we do not have his name on the roster. Grace rolls out, throws against it. Nice catch there as he brings that in, I should say. That is Arthur Bann. And he is going to get a lot of that back. Rolls out, able to get his shoulders around. Catch Bann coming across from the far side of the field as he gets pushed out right there about the 17-yard line.
Tough throw, tough catch, but both of them made it look easy.
Yeah. Bann, a big target, 6'6". Coming across the middle of the field, kind of hard to miss him. Grace drops back. Has a man coming across the middle. And there's the pass interference flag. Yeah, I was wondering if that one was going to show up. Kind of grabs his arm as Lambert was trying to get out there and bring that one in. Had the defender on his back hip. Just a tug of the jersey, just enough to prevent him from getting that ball. That penalty will be enough to give them a first down. And that will bring them inside the 10-yard line. So it'll be first and goal from the 9.
Evergreen looking to extend the lead here about halfway through the second quarter.
Grace takes the snap. Rides the big running back, Williams. Williams is going to run hard and get pushed out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
So far, that's the only answer Heritage has, is just get him out of bounds because they cannot bring him down.
Yeah, they sure can. Good option read there by the quarterback, Crace. Hold that just long enough. Crace jumps back, looking for a man in the middle. He almost had it. Lambert, the intended receiver. Cornerback right there to disrupt that one. Luke Melvin, number 22. For the T-Wolves. Kind of see how Melvin is right there. Gets there right at the time that the ball gets there. Disrupts that. A bad snap here will pretty much lose everything that they have tried to gain. As that ball, they're going to drop on that at the 10-yard line, lose 5 yards on the play. We got a timeout call here. Looks like Evergreen has the timeout. Big play here for Evergreen. I don't know. This could definitely be a momentum starter here for Heritage.
Absolutely.
If they're able to prevent them from getting any points on the board here.
Now, are you expecting a field goal attempt? Are you expecting a go for it here?
Well, this is, I don't see the field goal team coming on the field right now. Crace is about to show up, so I guess they feel like they can get this because we're looking at 4th down.
Yeah, big play for both teams here.
Yeah, they sure do because they need a touchdown or this is going to be a turnover on downs. Crace drops back.
It's a good snap.
And the catch is made, and there's the touchdown there. That's going to be LaDamian McCord there to make that catch right there in the end zone. Nobody on him as that play pushes the score up to 20 points.
And nobody within 8 yards of that receiver.
Not at all. Not at all. Nobody picked up the slot. They had tripped receivers down on that end, and they didn't have a man for him.
Great game plan from the coach there, coming out 4th and 10.
Evergreen, making sure they got everybody they need for the play. Crace the holder on this. And we have got movement. Looks like that might have been on Evergreen. We'll see what's going on there. Try it again. And it is going to be good. So with that, 5:14 left to play in this first half. Evergreen puts more points on the board. 21-3 is the score. Heritage defense did actually, kind of the bend don't break mentality. They got themselves into a spot where they had them in a fourth and long situation. They just kind of broke down on that final play.
Yeah, well, they got him down to a third down earlier, and then there was the PI call,
right?
And that kind of cost them there too. So excellent observation with the Heritage defense. It just didn't work out.
Yep. I don't know, maybe there is a moral victory to be found in there somewhere, right?
There is.
Good deal.
Yeah, playing the first place team in the league too, you take those.
Yeah.
Every once in a while we'll take moral victories.
You do. All right, Evergreen ready to kick this one off. Two deep defenders for Heritage, both standing on about the 5-yard line. Set up here, ready for the kick. And that one's going to go into the end zone. Great job there by the kicker. So Heritage takes the ball over on the 20-yard line. Offense did a pretty good job their last series, moving the ball down the field. Came up a little short and had to settle for 3 points once they got down there inside the red zone, but they were able to move it down the field. We'll see what they'll be able to do this series. Once again, they start this series with 2 backs.
And Heritage, they've started on their own 23 times now, punted each time, looking to break that curse here.
This time all over the running back, Buckman.
Generous one there. Buckman off the field for this next play. We'll have to see if Houston keeps it. They're the only 2 people with any rushing yards to show for Heritage here.
Looks like they're trying to set up a screen, but that gets broken up. Great job there by the nose guard, number 30 for Evergreen Plainsman. Chases that down. But they were trying to do a center screen right up the middle, not able to get that ball off. Tiafa Lavalo, if I pronounced his name correctly. I hope I did, but he is number 30, the nose guard, who broke that all up. Backed him down to about the, looks like the 17-yard line.
And Buckman's still off the field, so we'll have to see if they hand it off to their other running back here. Houston keeps it, or toss it out wide.
To the outside, makes the first person miss. Great job.
It's tied. Nose guard tied.
What's that?
Nose guard tied. Nose guard tied.
Milnick, the receiver on that. They're going to bring up fourth down, so that is going to bring the punting team on the field as they only got back to the 25-yard line. But it does give them a little space. They will line up on the Evergreen on their own side of the field to receive this punt.
Now, is this the one he returns all the way?
We will see. They got two doodads, and he let that one go. Probably shouldn't have, but that turned into a pretty good punt as that rolls down to the 15-yard line. So great job there by special teams for Heritage.
Net 60-yard punt there. That's
pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Nice roll. Evergreen now has 85 yards to go. All right, Evergreen sets down. Grace gets the play call. Slot receivers on the far side of the field. Going to hand this one off. And he's going to bounce that to the outside. Finds the edge, 20, 25, 30-yard line before he is run out of bounds. Takes a nice pop by Milnick. That is Shondez Grant. Here's another good picture. And that's just him refusing to go down right there.
I don't know how he got loose there.
Nice job. Lowers the shoulder. Nice strong run there by Shondez Grant. Grace looks like he's going to fake it. He steps back against the grain, finds the outside, and he's going to get dragged down in midfield. He's going to get the 10 yards and some. We got a penalty flag on the field. Holds on to this one himself. Great job as he freezes the lineman coming into the game. Not sure where the flag is. Might have been a push in the back. We'll see what they call.
Yeah, it almost looked like oh, there it is.
And it was. That was, we picked it up on the replay. Great job by the camera crew. It's going to back him up 10. Heritage band playing loud and proud tonight. Trying to keep their team rallied up here for a good game. Down just inside of 3 minutes of the first half. Price drops back. He is not going to be able to get away from this as he takes the sack for the first time tonight. With a big loss there. Dylan Alexander, number 8, gets the credit for the sack. As Crace not able to get away from him. That's going to bring up second down and a long way to go. They need to get back to the 42-yard line for the first down. Ball now on the 27. Bunch formation down here at the bottom of your screen. They're going to get that ball to the big speedy back, and he is going to outrun everybody. We'll see if he's got the angle, not able to pick up the angle as McCord. And we do have a penalty flag on the field, so it looks like that will probably come back. But a great run from that young man as he's able to break that over 60 yards on the catch and run.
Yeah, I've got that one at 73. If it stands, we'll have to.
Well, it looks like Heritage is staying down there. Evergreen's heading down there. Maybe it's something against the Heritage Timberwolves.
I've got the refs huddled up here. Can't imagine where they're talking about where they're going to dinner after this. They're probably.
So the flag right there on the 38-yard line. So a downfield flag. And it's been picked up, let's see here, didn't wave it. And we got a face mask call. That's going to be against the T-Wolves. See if we can't pick that up. But I tell you what, McCord does a great job. That move right there, and then now it's just a race. Angle not taken right by Melnick as he gets just shoulder pads. Weren't able to pick up where the face mask happened. So with 1:39 left to play in this first half, Evergreen on the scoreboard again, looking to push this game to 28-3.
Yeah, and 2 catches for that Evergreen receiver, 2 touchdowns already tonight.
Yeah. We've got a kick, and that is no good. So good job there for special teams for Heritage T-Wolves as they are made him pull that to keep from getting it blocked.
(27-3), 1:39 left in the first half here. Again, McKenzie Stadium. It's Thursday evening.
Yeah, Thursday night game. Always fun and exciting.
A great showing, like you mentioned too, from the crowds. We got on the opposite side, a lot of Evergreen fans. On this side, we got a loud Heritage crew.
Yeah, most definitely out to support their squad. See a couple of kids out there dancing, so they are definitely keeping everything in perspective, aren't they? So the face mask penalty is going to be set up here on the kickoff, so Evergreen will kick the ball off from Heritage's 45-yard line. And we are ready for the kickoff. I'm sure this will end up being a touchback. Heritage offense takes over here with about a little over a minute and a half left to play in this first half. The ball on the 20-yard line. Come to the ball here. We've got two receivers set down here at the bottom of the screen. Houston takes the snap, hands it off. And there is nowhere for the running back to go. The running back I have number 7 is Napoleon.
His first carry of the night.
Can still see Buckman down on the sideline. Has his helmet propped up on his head, so not sure he is back. He is going to go in for the remainder of the game, but we will see. Houston chased out of the pocket very quick, and looks like he'll get down to looks like about the 23-yard line before he is stopped.
Now, if we're counting those 2 snaps from Evergreen, let this play go through here.
Nice catch out there. That ball is going to be caught, but he's going to be wrapped up right away. Nowhere near first down territory.
And if we're counting those 2 snaps that went over the Evergreen quarterback's head as rushing yards, Heritage does have more rushing yards than Evergreen so far, but they are down by 24.
It's the numbers game.
It is.
Down to 8 seconds left to play here. Hunter Rentera, the receiver on that last one. It'll bring up 4th down and 5 more to go. And they are going to go ahead and punt this one away with 8 seconds left. It'll be interesting to see where they try to punt this. I would definitely try to punt it away from McCord. We'll see how this works out. And he's going to pick that up on the run. Finds a soft spot and goes right up the field. And that's going to be Landry, who is going to fight it all the way. A little extra activity over there on the sideline. All right, that's going to end the first half of play here. 27-3. I'm going to show here the first half highlights on this one. Osmond takes the first one in. Nice read run play. Decides to keep that one and get the points for himself. Second one, he's going to give it to the running back, and that's going to be Williams Jr. There is the 3 points there for Heritage. Good drive on that part. Stalled out there on the end and had to settle for the 3. Crazy finds McCord in the end zone all by himself.
On that 4th and 10 play, too.
Yeah, that sure was. That sure was. And here we go, another one. This is LaDamian McCord's second score of the night. With a big run on just a quick pass to the outside. Picks up some good blocks, and then it was all speed. That brings us here to halftime here at McKenzie Stadium. Rodney and Kyle will be back. We'll see you in a bit.
It truly is amazing that our community felt the need to make sure that the education that's happening at Mountain View, that the building matched the education. And that's what we're seeing here. So we'll have high standards here, and we'll make sure that we're making our community proud. As you explore the new school and all it has to offer, realize that a school is more than just some classrooms. It's a place where students will strive every day to become the best versions of themselves. Astronomer Carl Sagan once said, "Somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known." It is my sincere hope that the generations of students who pass through these halls will learn something new and incredible every day.
At the old school, we had the right culture. We had the best teachers and staff to lead the students. And now with the new building, all the right pieces are due to come together and providing us with the best possible high school experience. The sky is truly the limit with this new school.
First, I know this school has always been great, but I know with this new building, it has the potential to be even greater. With new equipment, better sport facilities, and a better environment for teachers to teach in, this allows for our students to get a great high school experience.
Thanks, as everyone has said, thanks to the voters. In 2018, everyone came together and decided that Evergreen needed better. We needed better facilities for the future of our students and for the future of education. And with that, in 2018, the voters approved our Envision Evergreen bond, which was the largest bond in the state of Washington's history. That speaks volumes.
What a great day. A brand new building, 277,000 square feet of amazing. What do you think? What do you think? How about that? I told you how much work it is for principals to coordinate the staff, but each one of the staff members has had to spend countless hours putting together the front office, putting together the classrooms, and I just want to thank you for that. And all that you're doing and have done to make this a beautiful learning space for our students. And I have had the pleasure as a principal and as a superintendent, this is the third brand new high school that I've had the chance to open up, and I will tell you that the expectations will rise. Everybody's belief in themselves, everybody's belief that what is possible. And let's lean into that and do the best that we can for our students to make sure our expectations are where they need to, and that our students learn at the highest levels.
Do it. 10, 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you for being here. Go Thunder!
Hello, I'm Matt Griffin from EPS Sports, and every week this fall, we'll be bringing you live high school sports coverage from around Clark County. EPS Sports, VPS Game Time, and Battleground TV Sports will be broadcasting live football, soccer, and volleyball. Every Friday, it's live high school football. During the week, it's live soccer and volleyball. And all the games are produced and broadcast by video production students from Evergreen, Vancouver, and Battleground Public Schools. Keep an eye on the channels of TV, etc. Comcast channels 27, 28, 29, and 328 for games every week.
Evergreen Public Schools reside on the traditional lands of the Chinookan peoples and the Cowlitz tribe. Weiss Middle School resides on Cowlitz Indian Tribe Aboriginal land. They have lived on and cared for this land and its waterways since time immemorial. We thank them for their stewardship and make this acknowledgement to open a space of recognition, inclusion, and respect for all Indigenous students, families, and staff in our community.
This is objectively, I would say, the most beautiful middle school facility I've ever seen, and it's a privilege to be here to welcome our students and families tonight. They have excitedly anticipated today, and it will be so moving to see students in the state-of-the-art learning environments, the spaces that were designed for support, safety, access, and dignity, and in the cutting-edge elective environments.
So much change has happened this year on the inside of the school and on the outside. I mean, think of it. Last year, we were co-living with change 5 out of 7 days of the week for 7 hours each day. The change of the walls being built, the change of the dirt being dug up, and the change of the sidewalk being put in, all drastic changes on the outside of the school. But also on the inside of the school, we had the mascot change from being the Weist Warriors to the now Weist Wolverines. This year, I'm not only looking forward to the new orchestra and theater buildings, which by the way are going to be sick. I'm also looking forward to experiencing the change in the new school as an 8th grader before I go off to Mountain View High School.
We're very proud that we are a dual language school, and ABLE is part of our dual language program, and so as such we will be speaking today in both Spanish and English. So welcome, ABLE.
I am most excited about activities, the gym, and how our new jerseys will sport our new mascot. Go Wolverines! Estoy muy entusiasmado con las actividades, el gimnasio y como nuestras nuevas camisetas y uniformes deportivos lucirán con nuestra nueva mascota. Vamos glotones.
Thank you to all of our voters in Evergreen's community, to everyone that supported the efforts, and for everyone that put in the time, the talent, the sweat, and I'm sure some tears in building this amazing building behind us.
And most importantly, this is a phenomenal facility for our students. We underestimate how important a good physical learning space is for our students and the difference it'll make. I see teachers nodding their heads. You're going to notice when students come in, they're going to feel differently. They're going to feel more valued. You're going to feel more valued. Everything in the school is just going to raise up, and it's just going to be excited. You have phenomenal administration here, great teachers, so I can't wait to see what this school does. Now, I think what we've all come here, let's cut some ribbon. How about that?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All righty, we want to welcome you guys back here to McKenzie Stadium for part 2 here. Second half of the game. Evergreen Plainsmen on top of the Heritage T-Wolves right now, 27-3. Kyle, let's talk a little bit about what that first half did as far as stat-wise, and some of the numbers that you may have over there for us to kind of talk about. The first thing let's talk about is that drive that gave Heritage the 3, because that seemed to be something that they could have taken back into the locker room and kind of built upon.
Sure. Yeah, and that was their they had a 13-play drive. Everything else Heritage has done has been 4 and out plus change.
Yeah.
So if they can string a few plays together, they should be able to hang in there and put some points on the board.
Obviously it's going to be trying to keep these guys off the offense off the field. I mean, we're seeing some good stuff between their running backs. They've got 2 very good running backs down there in Grant and Williams. Landry also real good receiver for him. Another big guy on their team is going to be Arthur Ben, 6'6" guy, tight end for him. He's caught 1 big pass tonight, but other than that, been pretty quiet. So, I mean, there's a whole lot of pieces out there that can definitely still be used. Heritage's big thing is to keep those guys off the field.
Absolutely, yeah. We're seeing a lot of passes fall just short or just shy from the Evergreen receivers,
yeah.
But a couple breaks here or there, it could be a lot more than 27.
Yeah, it sure could be. It sure could be. It's always interesting, the chalk talk, if you will, how that kind of plays itself out. Some coaches are definitely better at others at being able to put together a game plan for the second half. And we'll see what Heritage is able to do, what they are able to glean from the good things that happened to them, and see if they can kind of capitalize on that.
Sure. If you were Evergreen's coach, what would your talk be to the team? Just keep on keeping on, sort of thing? Are there things to change? Or
right now, in the space that they sit in, and being first place in the league right now, and in this particular situation, coming out 27-3, feeling like as long as you don't do anything ridiculous, this game is yours. It's going to be trying to play mistake-free football. It's keeping the mental that's at a very, very high level, because these are the types of things that you want to get the opportunity to hone and practice and create a cool muscle memory as these guys go into the playoffs, because slight of slipping and falling and bumping your head, these guys are in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So making sure that now it's about getting your team ready to be able to perform in the extra games afterwards, to get in the playoffs and what have you. Get as many people on the field as you possibly can to get a feel for this. So your depth. That's one thing I did notice about all the teams, especially the ones from down here. The year Evergreen made it in 2004, when Camas made it a few years back, when Union was able to get in there and get their win. They had some depth. They had people behind people, and that all came from those teams, all those teams in their heyday, putting up enough points to get a lot of kids in the game.
Sure, and
that used to playing.
And that plays well for the future too,
yeah,
right? You're getting
yeah.
a few of these sophomores in this game. That's going to pay dividends down the road.
Right, yeah, exactly. So that's what as an Evergreen squad, that's what I'd be looking at right now. I mean, they haven't had a record this good in a very long time, and this is something that this team and this coaching staff should be proud of. But let's look to go deep. Let's not be satisfied with coming in above 500 for the first time in a long time.
And on the kickoff too, we can see Heritage avoiding the 2 main backs for Evergreen right off the bat. They know they're good for. They can hit the end zone right off the bat.
Just about anything.
Yeah.
No, nice fair catch there. And Evergreen's going to take the ball over at the 30-yard line. Osmond is Khalil Osmond. Looks like they're going to have him starting this second half.
And Evergreen sharing the ball pretty well. 5 different rushers, none with more than 5 carries. Nobody with more than 41 yards on the ground.
There you go. And that carry is going to go to Williams. He's going to lose some yards on this. Looks like they're going to have him forward momentum stopped about a yard off the line of scrimmage, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 11. We're going to change running backs now as Shondes Grant comes into the game. Osmond out there with a sense of urgency. Big pitch out to Grant, getting the ball in space. Great, gets the edge. Got a great spin as he makes that initial tackler miss him. Looks like he's going to get ran out of bounds at about the 41-yard line, and that'll be enough to move the chains. Kind of check out the replay, see if we can definitely pick up that spin move he did right there on the sideline, being chased there by Buckman. And a nice little spin to get out of that, to get that extra yards needed. Melvin right there in his face, not able to capitalize on a tackle. They're going to give it to Grant one more time. Grant will get stopped about 2 yards past the line of scrimmage. Linebacker steps in, makes the tackle. Heritage big number 99, playing the nose tackle out there in an odd front. For the T-Wolves. Gets that ball right up front. That's going to go to the big man, Arthur Band. Band bounces it back to the outside. He has found room, and he is not going to be stopped as he gets down across the line of the touchdown here to push that score out even further.
Yeah, 58 yards on that score. That's his 2nd catch of the evening.
And we've kind of talked about him at halftime, or right before we got into the 3rd quarter, about the fact that he's had 1 catch, and he is definitely somebody to reckon with. Nice run as he makes some people miss, get out to the outside, and just kind of chase that sideline all the way up to the end zone. So great play there by the big man, Arthur Band. A little under 2 minutes in, and Evergreen has put more points on the board. And now we're looking at a 31-point ball game here.
Another quick drive for Evergreen, too. Their first possession, they scored in 3 plays. This one was 4. They had another 4-play drive that resulted in a touchdown just before the half.
Yeah.
Stringing together a lot of quick possessions here.
Yeah, they sure have. Remind everybody, we do have a mercy rule in high school football out here in Washington. Once a team gets above 40 points on any other team, the clock does then just run. And it will continue to run until the other team brings the score back under 40, and then we will run it like a normal clock, a normal game situation. But just want to make sure everybody's aware of that, since we are 31 points, so 2 scores essentially away from a potential running clock situation. All right, Evergreen set up for the kickoff. Good shot there of Heritage cheerleaders. Trying to keep everybody motivated on the sidelines.
And despite the deficit, Heritage crowd still going hard
Still
out
there having a good time, so that's definitely positive. Touchback, so that ball will be brought out to the 20. Buckman back into the game with the quarterback, Mike Houston.
Yeah, and Buckman's back in, too. He took a few drives off here after losing yardage on one play.
Yeah, he sure
Glad
did.
to see he's back on the field.
Nice run there.
He is a game changer for Heritage out there.
Yeah, he sure is. He sure is. That run there, 8 yards. 8 yards looks like on the carry. Nice run. I like how his initial first cut and then his explosion is generally what gets him the yards. Does a good job there with that initial cut. They're going to give it to him again. This time he's not going to have anywhere to go as he gets dragged down just beyond the line of scrimmage. Looks like they'll spot him right there at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on that play, and they'll bring up third down. Rops gets the ball out to the far outside. Nice block picked up initially by fellow receivers. Allows Melvin to catch the ball and get enough to move the chains. Melnick there with a nice block to help his guy get the extra yards needed to move the chains. And we got a bad snap. He's going to chase that one and lose a lot of yards on that. It looks like they're going to go down now down inside the 20-yard line, back down to the 23.
That's going to hurt them too. Just as soon as they get that first down, just an inch of momentum, and
yeah,
it's all gone.
It's all gone. Second down and 22-plus yards for the first down. They'll need to get back to the 44-yard line to get a new set of downs. Back out to the outside again. Not quite as successful this time as it was the last time, but definitely has to give Melnick credit for his ability to block in the open field out there and help get a little bit of yards for his team. They were able to get 2 out of that. Get the ball to the 25-yard line. Buckman once again finds some room right up the middle. He'll make it back to the 30-yard line. Getting it back a little bit at a time. That is going to bring up fourth down, though, and that'll bring the punt team back on the field. Great job there. Safeties, corners making tackles.
Punt returner way back.
That punt pretty high. It's going to take a bounce. They're going to let it go ahead and roll. It'll roll down inside the 25-yard line before it's downed. Evergreen takes the field. And a little under 80 yards to go. Osmond's going to take the snap. Delayed pitch, but he gets it out there to him. Nice job as he cuts this back up inside. And he's going to get all the way to midfield. Looks like we have got a new running back in the game. Let me see if I can catch that number. That is number 12. James Bethune. Only a sophomore.
Well, this is exactly the depth part that you were talking about,
Yeah.
right? Let's get them some snaps.
Nice job by this big guy.
26-yard gain there.
5'10", 185 sophomore. That's going to be a nice-sized kid as he grows up. 1st and 10 from midfield. Fakes to Bethune, get it out to Landry. Landry gets in behind the block from McCord. He's going to get across the 35-yard line. Go down about the 32. Got a penalty flag, though, right at the 40 in the hash mark. We'll see what's going on here. Looks like it's going to be against one of the linemen. So that will be from the spot of the foul. So they'll mark off the yardage from the 40-yard line, which will take, excuse me, back to midfield. All right, so slot receivers to the top side of the screen. Bethune's going to take this one again. He is not going to find anywhere to go. Going to lose some yardage on this, 2nd and 11. Kind of look at defensive penetration on that. The line, everybody is kind of standing in the backfield on that one. No push from the Evergreen front four or front five on that at all. Another one back out here to Landry. Landry is just going to go out there and just open up the jets, trying to find the crease and get through it. Essentially the same play that they ran the last time they got pulled back. This time no penalty flags. They're going to move this down.
Good read from Osmond there, though, to hold on to that and instead of passing that off to Bethune.
Landry picks up a bit of a block there from McCord. It's going to get him those extra yards needed. 1st down and 10 from the 27-yard line. Going to do it back out the other side. This time Landry unable to bring that one in. Forward pass, so it is considered incomplete and not a fumble. 2nd down and 10. All right, bunch set formation out there at the top. Osmond drops back. Has a man wide open out there on the far side, and he is going to bring that in for his 2nd touchdown of the night is Arthur Bann.
Not too sure what happened there on the Heritage side of things. There was nobody within.
Yeah, that was definitely coverage breakdown. They had the bunch set that always confuses people a little bit. They bit on the short route, and nobody went with the big man up the sideline.
Yeah, nobody within about 440 yards of that guy.
Yeah.
Evergreen going with 2 quarterbacks and 2 different kickers tonight also.
Yeah, sure are. And he's able to get that one off. And the score now 41-3. 4:19 left to play in this quarter. Evergreen doing as they wish now with the T-Wolves here.
Yeah, and Osmond's putting together a good little fourth quarter here.
Yeah.
4 straight completions after starting 0 of 3. Well, we knew those were going to start falling, and he was going to start finding those. So
yeah, he sure was.
Half of those passes have gone for touchdowns, and Evergreen leads 41-3. Two different receivers for Evergreen with 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. It's interesting now that, when you look at the score as it is right now, and kind of what we talked about a little bit earlier is this, we're going to start to see, the 2s and the 3s getting in the game, is it time to, and always a thing for coaches, you want to make sure that your number 1s get enough playing time to stay in shape and well conditioned for the run. But you also want to make sure that they stay fresh for the run as well, or don't come up with nothing, no crazy injuries when you're winning a game like this and you still got your starting guys in.
Sure, you got one eye on the future for both short-term and long-term.
Yeah.
Another good kick here.
1 foot in the end zone. That will consider it a touchback, and Heritage will take the ball at the 20.
Yeah, 4th straight possession. They're going to start on their own 20-yard line.
Houston's going to hand this one off. Buckman's not going to have anywhere to go on that handoff as he gets about a yard. And it'll bring up 2nd down. And that ball is going to get picked right away. Landry right there, read that all the way, picked it for a pick 6. And that is 6 more points on the board.
Here's a good look at the interception.
Read that perfectly. Read it perfectly. Just stepped right in and took that one right away from him. And they've got another kicker in the game.
And Landry now with a pick 6, 41 rushing yards, and 34 receiving yards.
Yeah.
Pretty
good evening.
Pretty solid all the way around.
Yeah, sure is. Penalty flag. Looks like it's been picked up. We'll see what's going on here. And that's going to be good. And that will push the score to 48-3.
And like you mentioned, too, we are going to start seeing that running clock here.
Yeah, that score should put us in that mode. The only thing that should stop it after this is timeouts and injuries.
Yeah, efficient night for Evergreen. Not a ton of plays, but a lot of points.
Yeah. And a defensive score to add to that. That's always nice. And the defense gets to make a contribution to the scoreboard.
Yeah, 33 plays for Evergreen to the Timberwolves 34.
This is going to get picked up on the run. Nice little jaunt to the outside. Trying to chase that sideline. He'll get run out of bounds. He'll make it to, looks like about the 28-yard line. So decent field position for the Heritage Timberwolves to start off on. Houston hands the ball off. Buckman is collapsed on there, right beyond the line of scrimmage. Looks like they might get a yard out of it. Bring up second down.
Buckman having a pretty good night, too. 60 carries on 16 yards.
There you go. Just a little bit different of a play on that one. Kind of frees the corners there. He looks like he was going to run and then kind of read what happens and then throw the ball. Lost yards on it. Lost that initial yard they had. So that's going to bring up third down and 10. Good panning there. Caught Coach Kenny Frisch, Evergreen's D coordinator. Hudson's going to keep this one himself. And this is going to bring up fourth down and 10, and that is going to bring the punt team back out there on the field.
Evergreen's forcing another 4 and out. And the Heritage running back Buckman, despite having 8 separate rushes of 1 or less yards, still has 60 yards on the ground. Pretty solid evening.
Yeah. It's going to be a low driving punt. And he's going to pick it up. And get run out of bounds, going out of bounds right there at the 43-yard line. It looks like they might possibly get one more play off before the end of the third quarter here. Crace now back in the game as the starting quarterback for this series. And that's going to be the it as they let this quarter run itself out. And we have made it to the fourth quarter here. Evergreen on top 48-3. Over the Heritage T-Wolves tonight. Evergreen showing that they can score in a whole lot of different ways.
Absolutely.
Giving a lot of different people the ball, some opportunities for folks who maybe didn't get the opportunities to actually play on Friday nights, if you will, on Thursday night football here. But just, getting some big light night play. So it's a good thing for these guys.
It's nice to see Evergreen going with a 2-quarterback approach as well. And each quarterback has thrown 2 touchdowns too. So
and each quarterback is a different type of quarterback. So, it kind of makes it hard for their opponents to kind of scheme on how they're going to deal with them. Good problem to have. Most teams are, don't necessarily like to operate under that. They're both. Well, Jaden Crace is only a junior, so he does have one more year. Osborne a senior. This is his last year, so this is definitely, this idea might work in the favor of Coach Swain on how what Jaden Crace will look like next year. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Hands that ball off. Right up the middle as he pushes the pile. Make it to the 48-yard line.
Bethune getting some good touches tonight.
Yeah,
He's up
sure
to 30
is.
yards now.
Two running back set there in the backfield. Grace takes this one himself. Gets it across midfield. It's going to get run out of bounds at about, looks like about the 36-yard line. Clock continuing to run, moving the chains, first down and 10. Dante, what is that? It's Greg Spalding down there lined up. Number 16 on the numbers down at the bottom of your screen. This time nowhere for the running back to go. As Bethune gets wrapped up right as he gets the ball. Looks like he actually lost a yard on that play, and that's going to bring up second down and 11. New receivers out there on the field. Also number 7, Thomas Hildebrand, up there on the top of your screen. Another handoff to the running back, Bethune. Looks like Bethune will get to the 35-yard line, so he'll get 2 yards out of the carry. Bring up third down and 9. They brought a tight end in the game. Two receivers down here at the bottom of the screen. Trey set with the tight end here on the far side. Gets the catch out to the receiver. He makes it, and he is going to get run out of bounds right at about the 11-yard line. Caden Garcia. Garcia makes a good catch. Nice block there by one of the receivers. Allows him to free up and get down the field. And Garcia able to get the ball down just outside the 10-yard line. So it will definitely bring up first down and 10. So we can't get a first down without getting a touchdown in this.
Another new running back here.
Looks like he's going to lose some yards on that as Santolano, number 9, linebacker there for Heritage. Comes in, makes the stop for the loss.
Got number 30 for Evergreen in the backfield here. Let's see if they feed him again.
K-Stack snaps, rides him. He's going to take this one in. He is caught right there at the line of scrimmage. Get a yard out of this. A yard closer to the original line of scrimmage, but they are all over this young man at this particular juncture. Grace drops back, has a man open in the back, in the infield, in the end zone, and he is there as he backs in and catches that one going to the ground. Logan Trotter, 6'3", 215, sophomore, tight end. Correct that, he's a junior. Backs right into the end zone for the touchdown. Crace now with 3 touchdown passes this evening. That one right there, 11 yards. We had a kick and it's good. So that will push the score to 55-3. Evergreen on top.
Evergreen putting on a show and showing that they're able to attack from every which angle too.
Yeah, they sure have.
Down to even the special teams too. I mean, their kick returners are dangerous. They've not given Heritage a ton to return on. Every kick has been into the end zone, and
they've pretty much kept the T-Wolves on their heels the entire night. You know,
yeah, pretty clean showing from the Plainsmen here.
Yeah, sure has been. All right, set up here for the kickoff. Clock stopped at 6 minutes left to play in the game. It will resume at the kickoff. That ball collected at around the 12-yard line. Looking for some room. He does find some right there in the middle of the field.
I believe that was the quarterback Houston on the return also.
Yeah, it did get, I do believe you are correct. It gets back to the 33-yard line. So he is coming out of the game, so it looks like he is done for the evening. See who they have out there to replace him right now. Penalty flag against Evergreen. That was a 15-yard variety, so that's going to push him to midfield.
Good field position here from the Timberwolves. Let's see if they can add a little bit here to the scoreboard.
Nathaniel Vega now, number 10, sophomore on the field, handling the quarterback responsibilities. Hands that ball right at the gut to his running back. Slot receivers here on either side. Vega once again rides that running back right up the middle. He'll get across midfield with that one. Looks like they'll stop momentum at the 45-yard line. It'll bring up third down. And looks like about 3 yards to go. Bad snap. Vega's able to pick that up and get rid of the ball as he throws it to one of his receivers out there on the 50-yard line.
Yeah, good bounce there for Heritage, so it works out fairly well.
This will bring up fourth down. Doesn't look like the punt team's going to come on the field. Heritage is going to let their offense go ahead and play this out. 4th and 3. Vega drops back, throws it right down the middle, trying to get his receiver cutting across the middle.
There is a flag on the play way back.
Hunter Intera, number 4, the intended receiver, tries to break it off there right behind the linebackers. They're going to pass interference call on the Plainsman. That will move the Pens there. First down for T-Wolves as they put the ball down on the 30-yard line.
Yeah, it did look like they got a little tangled up before that ball came through, so.
Yeah, sure did.
Heritage going to give it another go here.
Hands this off again.
Oh,
The
my.
running back may have stumbled a little bit before he got to the ball. We would be sharing the names with these young men, but their names are not on the roster. They're definitely getting the time to play here. Vega throws that out to the outside. That ball is going to get picked off. I don't know if he is able to, and they're saying it's a catch. So Evergreen's Anthony Washington there picks that ball off right there on the sideline.
Get a good look at it here.
See, Vega drops back, looks over to the far side. That ball is...
yeah, it looked like he got 2 feet in there.
Goes up there and brings that one down with both feet. Referees agree with the fact that he's able to get his feet down. And Heritage is going to call a timeout. We've got 1 minute 8 seconds left to play in the game.
Pretty dominant performance tonight from Evergreen. Not a whole lot to, the Heritage had that one drive. You can probably take a look at that and fix a few things. But other than that, it's been pretty clean all the way around.
Yeah, they sure have. I mean, you want to make sure that, on a game like this, it's always tough for a coach, because the kids and everybody and the fans obviously are going to be really excited if you were able to put 55. But, the coach is always going to find something that we could have did better.
Sure.
Especially as you kind of position yourself to get ready for a long season. Because, your plan is to go into the playoffs and not just get there, but, make a difference once you get there.
Sure, and mistakes in this game, those can be
overcome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Week 9, like we were talking earlier, Evergreen plays Kelso.
Yeah.
That's going to be a big, big game. That could be a battle for first place.
Yeah, it sure could.
Mistakes in that game are going to cost a whole lot more.
And then and it sounds like I'm not exactly sure of how the seeding goes in 3A, but it looks like they're only going to take 2. So, first and second makes a big difference on who you get to play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and there's 3 pretty good teams that we've seen tonight in that 3A league, and one of them isn't going to make it.
Yeah. That is true. That is true. Clock running, new quarterback in the game. It looks like number 29. See if we happen to have this young man's name. And we do, it's White. He's going to keep that ball himself. We'll get enough for the first down.
That's likely going to do it.
Jeremiah White, the quarterback. It looks like that will be the last play of the game. As the clock runs down now, under 5 seconds left to play. And that is going to call it. Evergreen on top here, 55-3 over the Heritage Timberwolves. And we're just going to run down here through the highlights here, the touchdowns of the game here. Nice strong run by the quarterback. Evergreen did play 2 quarterbacks tonight. That's one from the quarterback who started the first quarter of the first half, Osmond. Nice run by the big running back, Mark Williams Jr. Best drive of the night for the Heritage T-Wolves, but stalled right there inside the 15-yard line, but we're able to get 3 points. Grace does a great job finding LaDavian McCord in the end zone. Grace again to McCord again. McCord this time with a nice 60-plus jaunt down the sideline for the touchdown. It was a foot race. Osmond right down the middle to big Arthur Band. Van does some great running after the catch and get down for his first touchdown of the night. Osmond once again. Big throw, second touchdown. Osmond wide open on some broken down coverage there by the secondary of the Heritage T-Wolves. And there's the pick six there, and that is going to be Jonathan Landry. Read that perfectly, took it away from him, and goes in to put some points on the board for the defense. Grace hits his man backing into the end zone for 6 points. Great catch there by Trotter. And the final one for tonight. All right. Well, I tell you what, Kyle, thank you much, man. Appreciate you hanging in there with me for both games. It was great. I enjoyed it. I hope everybody enjoyed both games we had. We had a great 2 games tonight. The early one with Mountain View and Kelso, and then this late one, Evergreen and Heritage. All 3A matches, so every game meant something tonight. Appreciate your help on that one, James. But I want to thank everybody for joining us at EPS Sports. This is Rod Lawrence. Kyle
Bleakay.
Kyle Bleakay. I've said it right all night until the last time.
Yeah, that's all right.
I appreciate you, dude. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you next time. God bless.